All right, so a family friend brought this computer to me to troubleshoot. Why is that? It's because it's causing a lot of problems after they built it. I want to take you through my process of checking everything and see if we can actually figure out what's wrong with this thing. But before I do that, I'm gonna let you know the information that I have to see if you think you know what could possibly be wrong with it, and put it down in the comments below, and let's see if you were right, and be honest. So the information that I have is that this person changed the CPU, they changed the RAM, they changed the motherboard, and without wanting to, they had to change the GPU. The reason for it is because they changed everything, and then the first motherboard apparently bricked the original graphics card, so then they had to go out and buy a completely new graphics card. But they were able to install everything and turn the computer on, and even install Windows. But after installing drivers, on reboot, all they get is a no display. So they think it's probably a driver issue since it happened after they installed the drivers. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below before we figure it out. So the first thing that I usually do when I first get a computer and that I need to check is check the connectors. So the first thing that I want to do is actually take off this panel to make sure that this comes off and we can easily get to it. And then that way we can see inside to see if everything is plugged in properly. I also want to take out the back panel because I want to check that all the connectors on the power supply are properly attached. Now this is where everybody hides their mess. Let's see if this person actually did a good job with the cable management. So just looking at this, it's not the fanciest, but also not the messiest. But I do notice one thing right off the top here is that this Type-C connector is not plugged in. So we'll plug that in for them once we figure out what's going on with the system. But before I boot anything, I want to make sure that I check my CPU cables, make sure that those are fully in. So we'll press down on those. We check the 24 pin, make sure that's good. We'll check every single thing on here, make sure that the RAM is fully seated and that the cables on the GPU are also well seated there. So that's good and good. So the build doesn't look bad itself. I mean, I feel like they did a good job putting this together. Now it does look like they do have special cable mod extensions here. So we have to make sure that they are also fully plugged in on the back. So let's turn this thing around. And this is gonna be the 24 pin. It looks like that is fully seated in. That's where the cable mod is. This is gonna be the 8 pin for the CPU. That seems like it's fully in. We also have to make sure that everything is seated in there. And then at least from my point of view, it looks like it should be. But the one thing that I am concerned about is that they didn't plug in their Type-C connector. So I'll probably plug that in for them afterwards. Everything else seems to be fully plugged in. So they didn't do a terrible job. It's a little dusty, but it's not too bad. So that tells me that, okay, everything's plugged in. So my next step is going to be to plug a monitor in and some power to this thing and hit the power button and see what it does. All right, so we got the little monitor here. We have a keyboard, moment of truth. Let's make sure that this is on and let's press the power button. Okay. We got spinning. But let's see what actually shows up on the screen. nzxt cooler, okay. It's not bad. We got 20 degrees Celsius on the CPU, so that's good. And we have an image. All right, so let's see, it's gonna try to boot into Windows. And there's a freeze, little dots just froze. Okay. Are we gonna go into Windows, or it looks like they rebooted again? And I guess that's it. That's literally what they were talking about. There's no display, there's nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna reset this. We're gonna reset the computer and then we're gonna try to go into BIOS because I wanna make sure that the GPU and everything is functioning properly before I do anything else. So for this board, which is MSI, I believe, yes, it's MSI, it's going to be the delete button to get into BIOS. It's gonna be different for yours depending on your manufacturer, but usually it's delete or escape. All right, we successfully got into the BIOS, so now I do know that the board works, the CPU is working, we can see everything here. The GPU is working, at least right now. So far, the hardware seems okay. The RAM is also working, so what could possibly be causing the issue? Could it be an NVMe? Could it be a corrupted operating system? What could it possibly be? So the owner of the computer did give me the freedom to go ahead and wipe the whole thing. He technically already wiped everything and tried to install Windows 10 on it. I'm actually going to install Windows 11 on it and then activate it for him. But I want to make sure that it's not a corrupted operating system, so I'm going to install that first. I kind of already have an idea of what it could possibly be, but I want to go through the process to see where this issue is caused. So far, it looks like everything is fine. It's installing fine. The GPU is acting normal. The CPU is acting normal. So far it's good. We're good. All right, it looks like we have Windows. Let's see. We have Windows here, and we are obviously not going to go through the setup here because we don't have a Microsoft account to use. So I'm going to do Shift F10. It's going to bring up a command window. And to skip all of this and just make a local account, we're going to do start space ms-cxh, the little 2 dots, and then local only. And it should bring the account creation page. We're going to name it admin for now. He can change that later. All right, and enter, and it should take us straight to the desktop. All right, cool. Desktop, it works. Right now, nothing's wrong with it, right? Of course, we don't have all the drivers installed. So you can see here, we're missing a lot of them. A big one is going to be the NVIDIA GPU graphics drivers. So we're gonna install that first before we say that everything just works. Because remember, the issues were being caused after the drivers, but I'm gonna show you what possibly caused that and how to fix it. For this one, we're actually gonna install the graphics driver in the NVIDIA app just in case he wants it. And we're gonna go to Express since it's a brand new system. And now we'll be back once this is done. All right, so it actually started installing the NVIDIA driver and now we have a black screen. So right back to how we were before. So he is right after you try to install the driver, it goes black. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this alone for a bit to see if it'll finish installing the driver since it did start doing it, and then I'll be back to it to check it again. So remember how I said that I had a theory of what could possibly be causing this? Well, something came to mind, and it's something that I didn't know until the computer actually got to me, and that is that this computer has a riser because it's running the card vertically. So this is concerning because the motherboard, CPU, and the graphics card were all upgraded. So I asked and I said, did you upgrade the riser as well? And I don't think he upgraded the riser, but that also means that now you are trying to run a Gen 5 board with a Gen 5 PCIe slot and a Gen 5 graphics card on a possibly Gen 3 or Gen 4 riser. And he did verify that it is a Gen 4, which could actually be the reason why this is happening. Now we have a black screen, Windows is installed, I tried installing the NVIDIA drivers, and that's where I'm at. So we're gonna go back into the BIOS and we're going to change the PCIe speeds to Gen 4 and see what happens. So we're back in the BIOS. This is what the screen first looks like. We're gonna click on Advanced at the top since this is an MSI board. We're gonna go to Settings, and we go to Advanced, and then PCIe subsystem. And as you can see, PCIe slot 1 is Gen Auto. Okay, so Auto just means it detects the graphics card that you have installed and it'll change it to that. Since it's detecting a Gen 5 card, since it's a 5070, it's going to automatically put it in Gen 5. Since this is a Gen 4 riser, we're going to change this to Gen 4. And then we're gonna click F10 to save. And let's see what happens on reboot. All right, we're back into Windows and let's see if that driver installed, because if it didn't, we'll reinstall it. Looks like we have the driver installed. Let me see, driver, yep, 5857, great. It did not install the app though, so I'm going to possibly just install that again. And just to make sure, we're going to run some games on it. So once we turned the PCIe generation to 4, the games work just fine. But just to make sure, I also took off the riser from the computer entirely, set it back to auto, and the game still worked flawlessly. So it is definitely the riser causing this issue. It looks like we figured out exactly what was wrong with this thing. So he has two options. Either he can get himself a new riser to a Gen 5, or just use the computer in Gen 4. Now, to clarify, using the computer in Gen 4 isn't going to be that big of an issue. You may see about a 2 or 3% decrease in performance, but it shouldn't cause you too many issues. Now, if you want that 2 or 3% in performance, which you probably wouldn't notice anyways, you would have to probably upgrade to a Gen 5 riser. Now, here's the thing about a Gen 5 riser. They're not cheap. I think the cheapest one I have found were around like $75, $80. That being said, Johnny with an I, your computer is ready to game on. So remember to be honest. Were you right? What did you think the problem was? Share down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one. Hopefully we get more troubleshooting videos in the future. Before I forget, let's plug this Type-C connector in because Johnny with an I, you forgot to plug this in. All right, it's good to go. Perfect.